For 16 weeks, I went from 179 to 190 pounds doing a 1 pound per week bulk. For 12 weeks, I decided to shred some fat by doing something called a body recomp. Now that is completely done. Starting on January 7th, I decided to do a lean bulk, gaining 0.7 pounds, and I will be doing that for 26 weeks to have a steady weight at 210 pounds, which will be the heaviest I have ever weighed. I've currently been on the lean bulk for 1 week, and now I am 192 pounds. As of right now, I'm 192 pounds. Remember, weight can fluctuate from time to time. Yesterday, I was 193.4. What you have to see during your bulking, cutting phases is a steady trend within week to week. If you guys are new to the channel, I decided to record my bulking process on YouTube Shorts. My body recomp phase, I only recorded the beginning, the middle, and this is the end. From now on, for this 26 weeks that I will be going on a lean bulk, what I will be doing is here, posting it on these videos, guys. Mainly in the beginning of every YouTube video, I will be updating you guys about how it's going, what I'm eating, what I'm doing, and how I am feeling, most importantly. I post YouTube videos every Friday at 10 a.m. Sometimes I'm even able to record in advance. For example, I might record 2 videos within the week and then still schedule them on Friday, giving myself the next week for a break. I do work a kind of a laborious job and I am in school, so 1 video per week is all I can produce and all I can give you guys for the content aspect. So if that does happen, I still want to give weekly updates. I will be filming other videos here and there, but in the beginning of every single video, like I just said, I will be doing my bulk update. If you guys haven't seen my YouTube video, How to Find Love in 2026, the day after that video is when the lean bulk started. So if you guys haven't seen that whole workout, that whole segment workout of the leg day, here it is. This is my current physique of, you know, before the bulk even started. And honestly, yeah, I mean, this is how we're looking. So here it is, guys. Here's the updated physique over 1 week into the bulk. Ab definition comes and goes here and there. I did just eat, so I am pretty bloated. Not too bloated. A lot of the fat that grows around is on my hips, so I do have some love handles. Once I hit 210 pounds, I'm gonna maintain it for 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. After that, we will be going on a cut, okay? The very first time I will ever be doing a cut properly. I've been working out for 3 years, and the biggest struggle that I had was what to do with my physique, you know? After the newbie gain phase, after your first year of lifting, okay, you're not gonna have that crazy transformation again unless you bulk, cut, body recomp, basically your nutrition, okay? You can even eat really crappy your first year lifting and you will make some type of progress, all right? It might not be crazy and mind-blowing, but if you were like me, I was a kid before I started working out. Obviously I was a kid, but I was a kid that barely ate anything, probably only ate junk food, all right? Never really ate whole food, just fast food all the time. Finally, when I first started working out, like consistently, my first year of lifting, I ate chicken and rice, I ate a lot of whole food, so my physique kind of blew up. I even was shredded for the first 3 months. And then I was like, I do want to gain strength, I do want to gain size. So I decided to eat a lot more, not tracking anything. Finally, I am tracking. 3 years in, okay? 3 years in, and I'm actually tracking stuff. I'm tracking my food, my macros, my protein, carb, and fat goals. Which, to be honest with you, I wish I did that from the start. And speaking about things I wish I was gonna do from the start, this isn't just gonna be I'm gonna go on a lean bulk era type of thing. I'm going to go over with you guys the top 5 muscle groups that I wish I started training sooner. I'm not gonna go tarps off every single one of these bulk updates. Majority of the time I won't even go tarps off. I am doing a lean bulk, so you know, 0.7 pounds, and the reason why I'm going on a lean bulk and not like another bulk like gaining 1 pound, I know 0.3 doesn't seem that big, but to be honest with you guys, it is. So instead of gaining 4 pounds per month, I'll be gaining 2.8 pounds per month, you know? That's all according to plan, see if everything is still going and everything like that. I think the hardest part about the body recomp was consuming 205 grams of protein per day. It was really difficult, and also like making sure the fat was low. I was only able to consume 90 grams of fat during body recomp time, and honestly, I always went over my fat. I barely hit my protein goal, and right now I decided instead of doing 1 gram of protein per body weight, I am doing 0.6 grams of protein, 0.6 to 0.7. So my macros are this: I'm eating 3,155 calories, okay? Consuming 176 grams of protein, 106 grams of fat, and 345 grams of carbs. I know a lot of people are gonna say, how come I'm not consuming a gram of protein? You know, I should be doing 190 grams of protein. It doesn't always have to be a gram of protein. The optimal range is from 0.6 to a 1 gram. So you live and learn. All right, so 3 years of lifting, and I'm finally doing these exercises. And because New Year's is around, I know a lot of New Year's resolutioners are going to the gym. You might see an online video. It might confuse you and it might discourage you. Because trust me, if I started lifting in this era, this time of lifting where science-based really did take over, and you aren't comfortable with certain exercises, or you just don't know how to do certain exercises, or you know, they might say stuff like it's not necessary to do this exercise, well, I'm experienced, guys. So come to me, come follow me. You know, I feel like I can relate to you guys a little bit more. Like I said, I am in school, I am doing a full-time job. So the gym is literally, I only have 1 hour to hour and 15 minutes to do each time. On my days off, I am doing cardio, I am going in the sauna, so I'm able to stretch it for 2 hours. But throughout my entire lifting career, okay, I really do wish I was hitting these muscles more. Number 1 exercise that I wish I started doing sooner is forearms, okay? I am actually training forearms now. A lot of people, including me, use straps during back exercises, okay? Straps just to strap you in, take out the forearm stuff, and a lot of people don't use straps because they want to indirectly hit their forearms. But if you want to train a muscle, you have to exercise it. So, forearms is a muscle where it doesn't matter if you are wearing a shirt, a long sleeve shirt. If you want to look like you lift, you have to train your forearms. This is what I've been doing for forearms lately, okay? You know, Sam Sulek, that guy, big guy, the Sulek curls, okay? Go to a cable. I arch a little, you know, like a baddie on a Sunday. And just some Sulek curls, a little slower. I do about 3 sets. About 15-20 reps. None of these movements will be unilateral. Like I said, I am pretty busy. Even on my days off, I still have some stuff to do. So a lot of these things, I don't have time just to do a single cable, just spam this real quick. You know, I feel like doing this method saves me a lot of time, doing it both hands at a time. Another exercise I do for my forearms, we're gonna bring the cable down even lower. All right. Don't be afraid this is gonna touch your tip, man. Going over the cable like this, elbows right here. Just raising the cable up, okay? Like that. Kind of like lean so it actually doesn't touch my tip. All right, I am afraid, I'm a poser. All right, for the Sulek curls, it trains this part of your forearm, right here. The wrist curls, trains this part of the forearm, right here. The next muscle group that I did wish I was training is rear delts, all right? A lot of people skip their rear delts. Surprisingly, I did watch, before I started working out, top 5 muscle groups I wish I never skipped before lifting, all right? I used to watch those type of videos. Rear delts, that was everybody's #1 list. And to be honest with you, although I've never skipped it, I never trained it properly, okay? Every single one of these muscles, you have to have some sort of mind-muscle connection, okay? You should, if you don't feel the muscle being trained at the lightest weight possible, like Arnold said in Pumping Iron, you gotta envision yourself in the muscle. The problem with me training these rear delts is I went pretty heavy. Honestly, I can't feel my rear delts whenever I do it on a pec deck, the reverse pec deck. I can't feel it. All right, my back takes over a lot. The cables is what helps me a lot more, right? So we're gonna take these cables. All right, arm straight, like this. And you're just gonna pull back, like that. Let's get a good back shot angle. Just wanna pull back, guys. Like that. All right. That's how you train some rear delts. Now, why train rear delts in the first place? What is a benefit? What do? You'll build 3D shoulders, okay? Now, what I am doing now is I'm using lighter weight but extremely higher rep. You're gonna see a lot of stuff online. Make sure you take every single set to failure. Make sure you take this to failure. Make sure you take this to failure. This is actually one of the many exercises that I don't take to complete in true failure. Every now and then I will leave 1 to 2 reps in reserve, but if you guys are new, if you're new year comers, all right, you don't know what failure is like, all right, but you don't know how to train to failure. So honestly, my honest opinion, I would take this to failure, okay, guys, because when I say I leave 1 or 2 reps in reserve, I mean I leave 1 or 2 reps in reserve. There's not any possible way I can squeeze out a second rep after I leave 1 rep in reserve. The next muscle group that I wish I started training, guys, all right, number 3, my mid traps. How I've been training my mid traps, honestly, the newest science-based lifting thing, Kelso shrugs. Put the bench at a 45 to 30 degree angle. Now, what you're gonna do, dumbbells, or if your gym has a T-bar row, that's great. Take the dumbbells, put it like this, as so. Just gonna squeeze that back, like this, all right? And go up, squeeze it. All right. I am currently running an upper-lower program for this bulk, okay, that I'm going to be doing. I incorporate Kelso shrugs after my main dumbbell rows / T-bar rows. So at my last few reps, because I can't target anymore, because I can't pull up any of the weight, I will just shrug it. One of the last muscle groups that I do want to talk about is your front delts, okay? Honestly, shoulders have been a lacking body part of mine, not only because whenever I do lateral raises, I would feel it in my traps, rear delts, feel it in my traps, but the front delt, all right, is just as important as the rest of the delts. I used to watch a lot of TikTok before working out. I wanted to make sure I didn't make the same mistakes as everybody else. But the problem with that was everybody was saying that you get a lot of pressing. Pressing works out the front delt, okay? That may be the case for a lot of people. But some people, like me, I needed to train that front delt. I feel like my front delts were lacking and my entire shoulder was lacking too, all right? For shoulders in general, I am doing lighter weights, okay? So I'm doing some regular shoulder presses for those front delts. Now for the honorable mention is the obliques, guys. If you ever heard that abs are made in the kitchen, it's not just made in the kitchen, okay? Abs are trained in the gym, they're made in the kitchen. In order to see your abs, you're gonna have to train them, just like any other muscle group. But diet is key when you wanna reveal them. All right, so that'll wrap up today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. A couple announcements for you before I leave. I am starting to get into streaming my video games, okay? I bought a camera and everything like that, if you guys didn't know already. I talk about it here and there on the channel. It is called The Gabe Show Plays. I will link it down in the description. And I am streaming on TikTok as well, okay? I'll be playing with, it's just me and my brother. We are playing video games. I want to be more interactive with you guys, so catch us on there, see us live, comment, like the video, and I'll reply back. Maybe we can even run some games together. My best game is Smash, so if you guys ever want to try to beat me in Smash, go ahead and try, but I highly doubt you can win. The second thing I want to say, guys, is an apology, okay? I am sorry. Before I went to California for my 7-day series, I decided to watch My Hero Academia, but I almost didn't because of the fans, all right? The fans made the series weird, made newcomers to the series like, is it really that good? I see a lot of people doing weird stuff. It's weird, all right? The fans are weird, but with the final season being done and everything like that, it was peak. It was perfection, down to the sliver. The My Hero Academia series is good, guys, like straight up. It's not like top, it might be top 10 for me. I don't know, I never really built a top 10 list. I thought I actually look at Crunchyroll in order to see that. So that's it, guys. For anybody that wants to start the gym, you know, for your New Year's resolution, start it, stick with it, okay? I can confidently tell you this, I've been working out for 3 years. I'm finally seeing a lot more consistently like October of last year than I did any other year. I'm not skipping days, I'm not tired of the gym. Like, I'm not like, oh my god, I have to go today, and then, or I'm not going through the motions of the workout. And that took me basically 2.5 years, all right? So you guys start, you're gonna feel the same way. all right? You're gonna feel like it's not working or nothing's doing anything, all right? There's 3 things: consistency, nutrition, and training, recovery. 4 things. All those 4 things are very, very important. Recovery is equals sleep, which is something I learned last year. You can train your heart out, but if you don't sleep at least 6 to 9 hours, you're not gonna see growth. With that, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.